Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to YTCSC, YouTube's Celtic Supporters Club. My name is Mark, and I am your host. If you haven't subscribed already, please click subscribe. Help us get to the 2000s. We're at 1,479, I think, so we're steadily growing. Thank you to all of our new subscribers and people who are helping us grow the channel. Today, I want to have a very quick chat on Celtic's financials. We know they've come out, so we can have a quick talk about that. We've just got into the semi-final, so we'll have a wee chat about the quarter-final we've just played, and we'll talk about who we have got in the semis. Before I do that, just want to say hi to Pete and Rose. Hope you're both having a lovely Sunday. Pete sent me a lovely message today, just telling me a little bit about him and Rose, who they are, and it was nice to put a wee bit of a story to people that are messaging in. So hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. So let's get into the video. Okay, when you look at Celtic's financial statement for the year ending June 2025, on paper, it's nothing short of unbelievable. Extraordinary is probably the word. The revenues at a record 143.6 million, profits after tax more than doubling to 33.9 million, and cash reserves steady at 77.3 million. Add in 31.5 million from player sales. Listen, a record transfer spend of 42.6 million. That's the largest in the club's history. That's twice we actually broke our transfer record. The board will tell you this is proof of ambition, but here's the problem. Supporters don't feel it. I don't feel it. You don't feel it. This is why we'll get this fan movement. So although the board are saying, look what's happening, look how much money we're making, we're not feeling it. And I'd argue that what is happening right now is right, and people have the right to protest, and you've seen it again. Fans letting their feelings known in the quarterfinals, if you watch that, against Partick Thistle. So the context of these financials is crucial. We've just come through one of the most frustrating transfer windows in recent memory. We know that Celtic leave their business too late, and we know that we've known for a while that we don't have a proper plan in place, and we are scrambling about at the end of the transfer window to get players in that probably we should have gotten, or not probably, in fact, we should have gotten long before. So despite the headline spend, so much of it is tied up in these late deals. Balikwisha and Tonekti both signed really, really late after the Champions League window. Pointless. We had these players in beforehand. We probably go through and we're sitting in the Champions League this minute. We also tie money up on project players. Players aren't ready for the first team. I want to talk about Shin Yamada a wee bit later on. I'm perplexed about what Celtic are doing to this guy. It makes no sense to me what has happened. But the squad Brendan Rodgers is working with still has glaring gaps. We don't have a right winger fit for the job. Well, I don't want to say not fit for the job. That's a disservice to Forrest. Forrest is a very good player, but Forrest is an impact player, and he's at an age now we want to be bringing him on with 30 minutes to go to impact. Yang's not the guy. Yang still get that foot out the door, although he done well today and scored. But that shortfall was brutally exposed in our Champions League exit to Kairat Almaty for me. We weren't ready for that, and I don't care what people are saying we should have had enough to beat them. I believe that as well, but we should have been prepared to go into that qualifier with a team that can actually get us there. If we had Tonekti for that qualifier, we're through. That boy is a player. If we had him on the park, signs for £5 million, we are in the Champions League, in my opinion. So while the board presents these figures as evidence of ambitions, for supporters, they actually tell a different story. Tell a story of a club that continues to hold cash. It leaves itself short when it matters most. £77 million in the bank sounds impressive, and it's impressive to any club, never mind a team in the Scottish Premiership. But what good is that when the manager can't put a full squad out? When the manager basically can't put a forward, a left winger or a right winger on when we're trying to get into the Champions League. It doesn't make any sense. It's not a balanced team. Even now, it's not a balanced team. Even though we brought 2 left wingers in, and I hear what Brendan Rodgers says. He thought Maeda was gone, but why did we not go and sign a right winger? Why did we not go and get a striker? So the team's got an imbalance about it. I think we've got about 5 left wingers, including Jota, who is out injured right now. So we don't hang balance sheets in the trophy cabinets, do we? If you've ever been to the to Parkhead and done the wee tour, there's nothing about balances in there. It's all the trophies that we've won, gone back years and years. So it's not new. Time and again, Celtic have reported strong numbers while entering key fixtures unprepared. We've seen it time and time again, which is why we've lost out on 7 of the last 9 qualifiers, and we're a laughingstock with Rangers for that specific purpose, and it really, really bugs me. So the chairman admits the timing of some of the incoming acquisitions was an issue. That feels light from what he's saying. I don't think he's in there serious enough about the issue that it's caused. Timing in football for me is everything. Getting players in, Brendan has said it time and time again, you have to get them in early, you have to get them bedded in, you have to get them in with the squad, and they have to feel comfortable. So you miss the right moment. It doesn't actually matter what you spend. You could spend £15 million, but if the horse is bolted and you're out the Champions League, you're out the Champions League. So yeah, we should acknowledge the positives. I get that. Record revenues, brilliant. Club's in a healthy place. Wages probably at an all-time high as well. And a squad probably with the highest book value in its history over that period. But the simple question for me remains, why with all of these resources do we continually fall short when it matters in Europe? So on the pitch in Europe and backing the manager is another one. And I know there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and maybe that was something to do with it, but that should not be. It impacts the team, and it has impacted the team. So it's not good enough. Support. We aren't asking for anything out of the ordinary, right? We don't want the team to be the management team and the board to be reckless. Of course we don't. We don't really want players to be signed for 20, 30 million either. We just ask for smart, decisive recruitment. It needs to be executed in time, and it's got to give us the best chance of success, and that's not what's happened. So until we see that change, until Celtic prove on the pitch that lessons have been learned, these impressive numbers will actually feel like a slap in the face instead of something to feel proud and impressed by, because that's what that one felt like. And I knew it would feel like that. We've got all this money. Look how much money we've got. We're doing nothing with it. The amount of money we're spending in tax, I'm pretty sure it was 2.5 million that we'll be spending this year in tax. Phenomenal, man. £2.5 million. Might be slightly wrong there, 2 to 2.5 million. So don't hold me to it. Let's also be clear then. So the board has serious questions to answer about why success isn't translating into football success. We don't exist to have a big bank balance. That's not what Celtic are about. Some of that money should actually get pumped into some of your charities. I don't hear anything about that. Why have we sitting with £77 million cash in the bank? Are we not giving more money to charity? That's what Celtic are based on, and I'm not hearing it. So we exist to win trophies, to be well known in Europe, to compete, to give the team or the supporters a team on the park that they can be proud of, and that is. I'm not saying that's not happening in Scotland, because it is, but it's not happening in Europe. So I think yes, we've got that money out there, but it's not really done anything. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the draw for the top. I should have done it before I started ranting on about the cash. Let me just see if I can bring this in. Okay, 1 second, and you will see. Okay, now I've got ChatGPT lined up. And you can see here, please give me one of these names at random. We've got Pete, Michelle, Sean, Jerry, Martin, Pop Chop, John Boy, Joseph, Joe. We've got everyone down to Gary Williams. Only about 20 entries, right? You're going to win this wee top, the wee era top. So what we'll do is I'm going to just do this now, and the winner needs to email us, please, their home address, and I'll get this popped off. I'm going to do that now. Here is a random pick, and it's Patrick Maguire. So well done, Patrick. I will get this posted off to you, mate. Once you send me your address, I've got a size 5 to 6 and a size 9 to 10. So let me know what size you want, and I'll get that posted off to you, mate, okay? Let's talk about football then. Before I get into the quarter-final, I want to be honest and say that I'm really disappointed in what is happening to Shin Yamada. This is a guy who has just made his international debut. Celtic bring him to Scotland, and the guy isn't even making matchday squads for a quarter-final cup game against a team in the lower division. It does my head in when we do that. We bring players in and we just... The guy's career is on the skids. Just making your debut for your country, get a big move to another club, and then you're not seen. I don't get it. I don't understand why Brendan isn't even trying to get him into the squad and trying to even, that's a game for me. He should have been on and should have been an impact substitute and getting playing. It's not fair on him. It's not fair on players like Inamura. Inamura's probably one less to worry about. He was told that he was going to be potentially going out on loan. Shin Yamada wasn't. Shin Yamada was brought into play, and he's nowhere near the team right now. You can't say that he's nowhere near the standard, because we've all seen him and he's half decent. So I don't know what's going on there, but I don't like it. That's my personal opinion. I don't like the treatment of guys like that who have made a big move and come in and he's nowhere near it. Maybe Brendan's got a reason. Maybe if he's asked a question and his press conference, he'll talk about it. But I don't like it. It's not for me. Okay, let's talk about the game then. It was 4-0. We Thistle and Celtic today, and it was a pretty comfortable win, to be perfectly honest. I'm just going to pop on where we are here. You've got goal scorers of Yang, scored a header at the front post. I thought he'd missed it, actually. It looked as if it was side netting, but his header come off the defender and went in. I thought Yang was alright. I don't think he'd done much apart from score. Liam Scale scored a good header, actually. That was again front post from that corner coming in, but it was looked over, and the keeper should have done better, but it was a good goal. Teneke, superb. I'll talk about him in a wee minute, but what a player we have signed, by the way. What a player. Cuts inside and rattles. That's a great goal. And he played well all game. And then Luke McCowan scored in the 79th minute. Again, a good goal. Good ball through. McCowan's so composed in those situations. I just think he is a very, very good player, and I would like to see more of him. I'd like to see him start more. For me, I don't think McGregor should have started today. I think it should have been the three that are off: Engels, McCowan and Bernardo. I would have liked to have seen those three start this game, because they are three players that need more game time. I'm concerned about Bernardo. If I'm him and that's as much game time as I'm getting, I'm asking for a move. Been here for a wee while now, and he's getting not enough football for the quality of player he is. I don't think Brendan has to play Callum McGregor today. I don't. I think he can sit on the bench quite easily, and Bernardo could play that position. I think Negrin should have sat out as well. He's no set the hair alight. Done all right today, I think. Done all right. Some of his short passing is horrendous. And Hatate, I think, could have sat out as well. I would have had McCowan, Engels and Bernardo on as my three. I would have definitely had Shin Yamada on as a substitute. That's just me. But Tenekte, let's talk about this guy. just wants to attack, just get that ball. He's so forward thinking that it's brilliant. He'll go down the line, his wee flicks down the line as well. He comes inside. Very rarely does he want to pass the ball backwards. His wee drags, he's composed, he's got pace, and can pick a pass and he can score. We've signed an absolute gem, I think, and I know he's only played 2 games. And who was talking about it? They were talking about Palmer. When Palmer first came in, and he was an absolute superstar at the start, cutting inside, scoring goals, and then look what happened to him. But I think we've got one in Tanecki. I like him. I really do. I really like him. Balikwisha come on and done all right. It was his hard work that and fighting for the ball that got McCowan through to score. So I think Balikwisha will come on to it. And Brendan has said that he shouldn't have played him in the right wing. So I think we've got, as I said at the start, we've got an imbalance on the left hand side with these 2 boys. Tanecki for me has the jersey right now. I would hate to see Yang continually starting on the right hand side. I just don't want him in the team. I would play Forrest in front of him, but that's just me. I think today we done really well. We were up against a lesser team, you know, that's just how it is. So well done Celtic, another semi-final. And the semi-final has been drawn. Who did we get? We got Rangers. Yay. So there's going to be no Celtic Rangers final. It's Motherwell St Mirren and Celtic Rangers. So I think we will be up against Motherwell in the final, if I'm honest. I think Motherwell have been brilliant. The football that they've been playing is outstanding. Like my father-in-law's a season ticket holder, and he's had to put up with some torrid times with Motherwell, but I'm actually happy for him this year, and I would actually maybe go and see a few Motherwell games. I don't live too far away. I might take my wee boy, have a wee look at, because the football they're playing is phenomenal. It's possession based football, and I think if they just kick on and start scoring a few more goals, then I think they'll be brilliant this year. I think they'll have a really good year. So we've got Rangers in the semi. After Rangers getting through a scare yesterday, protests outside Ibrox singing silly wee songs, but they get through that scare with Hibs and went on to win 2-0. So the ties will be played on the 1st and the 2nd of November. Let's see how they pan out. If Celtic turn up, I think we should beat them, but we've seen what happened in the last Celtic Rangers game. It was a damp squid. So let's see how the 2 teams go until then. But let's hope we get there in fine form and smash them. And then I'm hoping for a Motherwell, Celtic Motherwell final, and then it'll be like a wee family affair in the final with me and Mark. So if you're watching this, Mark, I hope Motherwell make the final, but I hope we smashes in the final. Okay, listen, remember, we've done the draw for the little top. Who was it? Won it again? Patrick Maguire. Patrick, if you can get me your address emailed over to the email address, I will get this posted out to you. Patrick, if you're giving this to someone, I wouldn't imagine a 5 to 6 will fit you, or a 9 to 10. If you're giving it to someone, if you can take a wee picture with them, please, and then I can put it on the channel and let people know. Would really appreciate that. Listen, well done Celtic. Another quarter final navigated, another semi final, and we play that mob in the semis. So hail everybody, and I hope you all have a lovely Sunday.